Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. I'm Kevin Shea, joined alongside by the head coach of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball team, Bill Gibbons. And, Coach, we're looking back now on the season that was. The season's over. First, your thoughts on the season and how it went for you guys.
Yeah, tough year. This is not something that you dream about at the beginning of the year, but it's a part of life, and it's a great lesson. I said in my final press conference, it was a tough year physically for me with my hip ailing me, and luckily going with Lisa tomorrow to get that hip replacement surgery, which from Dr. Jim Naris, a Holy Cross guy, and that'll be good. But just emotionally tough season with the losses, with the injuries at a tough time to Megan and to Amy Hasenhauer, and then to infinity after her big game against Bucknell, the team that just won it. So a lot of things, but that's all part of the game. We didn't play well, and it was a tough season. We had some highs, but not enough highs and too many lows. The other thing I said in the press conference upstairs was 36 years in this business, you need a support system, or else you're not going to survive in this business. Right. With you need people around you to help make the wins that much more sweeter, and years like this easier to get through. And luckily, starting with Lisa and my family and the people here have been great, and my staff and guys like you at Channel 3 and the people in the community. I got a lot of texts this year that this was a different year and a tough year, but you'll bounce back, and it'll make the win sweeter next year, or the championships when you do get it that much sweeter. So I can't say enough about that support system, Kev, and as a coach, and for any young coaches out there, you need it. If you don't have it, you're in trouble. But I'm thankful every night to be at Holy Cross, thankful for my faith and my family and all my friends who support me. So that's the biggest lesson I learned from this year.
Yeah. And they always say, people say this, you learn more about yourself during the tough times than you do during the good times. That when
no
things
question.
are struggling. What did you learn about yourself this season? As you mentioned, you've been coaching here for over 30 years.
Yeah, well, I think that's the big thing that came to me, that I do have the support system, thankfully, and that I do have that core that really helps me in good times and bad. Not to be cliche. So I think I learned that, and it's not an easy profession, and things can look good on paper, but things happen, and you've just got to get the team to play their best for longer stretches, and that'll be my message to them as we have our end of the season meeting, and our workouts start next week to get better, and we got to get better at more things, and if we get better individually, we'll get better as a team. But watching teams play now, and I'm already formulating, I had a great staff meeting today about our identity and how we're going to play next year with the new kids coming in and what we have back. So that's all the pluses of it. But I think the biggest thing I learned this year was about that support system and how lucky I am.
When you look at the Patriot League and maybe even your team, were there any surprises this year? Bucknell won the Patriot League. You and I were just talking about. They beat Navy in overtime in a great game.
Great game
this past weekend to earn the NCAA bid. League-wide or team-wise, were there any surprises for you?
Oh, I think Bucknell was the best team from start to finish, and on paper they were the best team. They were picked to win it. I think there were some surprises individually. Certainly Boston University coming to finish 5th, and Katie did a great job with them. Navy was picked 6th and was the second best team. We had 2 great games, a 2-point loss here, a 1-point loss at Navy. So we're not that far off. American Army and beat Bucknell. So I mean, that's my other message to them, that we can beat anyone in the league, but certainly you can lose to anyone in the league. So you've got to be ready every night for that 40 minutes, and hopefully that's a lesson for our young guys that they learn. But I think the league pretty much went according to schedule, and certainly the winner, Bucknell, was the best team, and I talked to Aaron through text yesterday and congratulated him. I'm happy they're representing us in the big dance.
Yeah, very unusual though for the Patriot League. I don't know when the last time the championship was number 1 versus number 2, that the seeds 1 and 2 met in the championship, because as you said, Navy was the second best team. They were the number 2 seed. And we've seen this, and we talk about it every year, that okay, this is 1 and 2, but it always ends up that it's 2 and 5 or whatever. It never seems to end up 1 and 2.
2008 was the last time, so very good on that, Kev. Yeah, that was
my Patriot League knowledge.
Like
9
you,
I've been around the block a few times.
Yeah.
I've been up here at the Hart Center for several years as well.
Yeah, because we won it as a number 2 seed a couple times, but it was not over the number 1. The number 1 had got knocked off, so we hosted it here, against the number 5 or something like that. So very rarely is it 1 versus 2, and I think you had to go back to 2001, the last time before that. So in the last 17 years, there's been only 3 times it's been 1 versus 2.
Wow. All right, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with plenty more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
A savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Cowbella Restaurant, Pizza and Catering Service, located at 402 Grove Street in Worcester. The best caterer for 4 years running.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. Visit us at the West Boylston DQ Chill and Grill on Route 12, right off of I-190 Exit 4. Visit us online at dqcakes.com. Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American-style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Coach, we have talked about it several times during the season, but you had 6 freshmen this year. Just the challenges, what are the challenges and how big is a challenge is it to try to integrate 6 freshmen into a team, into college basketball, into college life as well, because you have the academic side, the social side. There's a lot more than just the X's and O's on the court that go into it.
Yeah, no question. Gray hairs, try to keep gray hairs to a minimum with 6 freshmen. And I love our 6 freshmen. They're all great kids. But like you said, no matter what, it is a change. It's a jump. It's a big change. Whether you go to Division III to play, it's big. Division II, it's even higher. In Division I, playing on this level, you know, we're on the road to play Arizona State, you know, in their first semester, and, you know, just craziness. So it is a challenge, and, you know, you count on kids like Maddie Ganser to help the freshmen, but it's hard when you got 1 senior and 6 freshmen, you know, to try to have as much time. So going to be a lot easier with 2 next year, but I'm expecting big growth in the 6 of them. Not only on the court, X and O wise, but off the court, that maturity. Al McGuire said it best. The best thing about freshmen is, they become sophomores. Best thing about freshmen, they become
the
sophomores.
former DePaul coach.
Right.
I would say this too, even when you talk about the adjustment of just being a college student. Going from being a high school kid where you're living with your parents and to being a college kid is huge, no matter if you were playing sports or you weren't playing sports. Then to have 6, obviously people adjust differently. Some may love it right off the bat, some may be a little homesick, some may struggle academically, some may struggle on the court. There's all different variables.
And I tell them if they're not having that adjustment in some area, then that's the weird thing. That's the exception, not the rule. It's going to be something. If you're not having anything, that's a red flag too. So they all had it in different areas, but they'll all be better for it.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're buoyed by just the fact that you're going to have these 6 next year sophomores that all got a lot of time, that all played in big games, meaningful minutes. It wasn't just, mop up the last 4 minutes of a blowout. These were big games and games that mattered.
Right. Every league game matters in the Patriot League. As you know, I had a parent niece played in the ACC, at BC, and said, I think it was Katie Doherty's freshman year. She's played in more meaningful games than my niece did in her, league games in her 4 years, because they just weren't as meaningful. With a Patriot League, you send in 1, so every game is, for seeding. Every game is for home court. It's really a big thing. So, and all 6 freshmen played in big games. You're right.
Huge. Maddie Ganser, we're going to talk to later on in the show. You're lone senior. 7 years you've had a Ganser on this team. 7 straight years there's been a Ganser here at the Hart Center and up on campus. What has Maddie meant to the program and the whole family even?
Lisa nor I could look at Connie Ganser, the mother, at the end of the game. We just could not without choking up. And I think Katie Doherty said it after the game that we're only losing 1, but we're losing a real crusader. She is a great role model for us, a great friend, and a great teammate that we all aspire to being like. And I mean, that sums it up. And that was Maddie Ganser. She got the most out of her God-given ability. People said she wasn't a Division I player. She proved that she could play in this level. She spent more hours in this gym working with Coach Raquet or Coach Parks or, down the line myself or Coach Mack on her game and just put her heart and soul into the program, lived, breathed this program, knew what it stood for, knew what the culture was. So you only get those kids, and her sister was the same way, Christine, so you only get those Ganser-type kids every blue moon. So that's what it'll miss, but hopefully these young guys can take a piece of Maddie to make them better.
Plenty more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show coming up next.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
a savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
Specializing in wicked awesome bone-in and boneless wings, the Wicked Wing Company, 321 West Boylston Street in Worcester, is your home for the best wings in Worcester. Check out our menu online at wickedwingco.com. The Fix Burger Bar, handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you.
Chick-fil-A Westboro proudly supports the Crusaders women's basketball program. We would love the opportunity to serve you at our restaurant at 286 Turnpike Road, Westboro. Here's to a great season.
Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm joined by senior captain Maddie Ganser. And Maddie, I know we just talked a little quickly, but senior, it's tough to say now because there's only a couple month and a half, 6 weeks, 8 weeks left of your career here at Holy Cross. How quickly, everyone says, oh, it just flew by, but how quickly did it go for you?
Yeah, honestly, the cliche thing, I say it all the time, it flies. I feel like I was a freshman a couple days ago, not 4 years ago. But yeah, I'm just trying to make the most of it, so.
7 years there's been in a row, there's been a Ganser up here for Holy Cross. What does it mean to you and to your family? What does Holy Cross mean to you, your sisters, your whole family?
I think, like you just said it, I think the word Holy Cross just means family to me at this point. I've been accustomed with the program and part of the program now for around 7 years with my sister graduating, so it's definitely a place that's very close to my heart, and I'm going to be sad to go.
And your sister played in Ireland after graduation. There's an education program there. You go and do some schooling and play, and you've applied for that as well?
I have, yeah.
So,
Knock on wood.
So that would be a goal if you could, that you would go overseas. And what is it, a year? Tell us a little bit about what the program is.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx myself talking about it, but it's an amazing program. It involves a scholarship to study at one of the universities there, along with play basketball, and it's also a very community service-based program, so that would be amazing to get that opportunity.
In the south of Ireland or the north of Ireland?
It's all over, so there are different sites, Dublin, Limerick, Cork, all over.
Nice, nice, very good. When you think of the Heart Center, we'll do a couple of things, just like a word association thing kind of, but when you think of the Heart Center, what comes to your mind?
At this point, honestly, the word home comes to mind. I've spent so many hours, so many days here with my family, my teammates, so it's just a very nice place for me now.
How about Coach Gibbons? When you hear Coach Gibbons?
I don't know, like multiple words, just like, again, family. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I've been with him and around him for so long now. He's just like another part of me, so yeah.
What has it been like for you? Because you made the decision 4 years ago to come here. Looking back on it now, was it the right decision for you, and if so, why?
I think for sure. I mean, as much as I would have wanted to get a Patriot League championship, I think I've learned so much from being here, and I've gained so many valuable lessons from being a student and an athlete here. So for sure, I think I made the right decision, and I've loved it. So. And
what advice would you give to kids that are being recruited now, high school kids that are being recruited, on the whole process and how to pick a college that's right for you?
I think it's just about immersing yourself in the community. Once you're making your visit, you kind of brush through things, and you talk to the coaches, but you don't really get a firm grasp of what the school is like. So I think getting as much information as you can in terms of academics, if you have any idea of what you want to study, definitely look into that, meet with professors, along with get to know the team and see what the culture is, so you can get a kind of an idea of what the school's like.
And how about for young kids, like say elementary girls right now, elementary school girls that are playing basketball, what advice would you give to them?
I think getting involved in any sort of team that you can. AAU is huge now, and kids are starting playing in like the 3rd grade. So as much as that is kind of nuts, it definitely is important to get that exposure and get that all-around basketball year-long experience, definitely to get better and get up to speed with all the other people in your grade. So definitely just as much basketball as you can, hard work, practice, and get immersed in basketball.
When you look back on your 4 years here, do you have a couple memories, maybe if they're games, that they might not even be games, it might be certain road trips that you guys took that stand out that you'll always kind of look back and say, remember those moments?
Yeah, I think freshman year, beating Navy in the semifinals was an awesome memory. And I have a great picture of me and Christine celebrating after that game. That's my favorite picture from these 4 years here. So that definitely stands out. And then I think this year too, beating Bucknell here was a huge day for us, and that was a lot of fun.
What's it like, what has it been like for you being the only member of your class? You're the only member of the senior class, and so, you know, as much as you're around the team all the time, and when you're on a team, it doesn't matter freshman, sophomore, senior, but still, seniors have certain things that only seniors go through, you know, and it might even be a junior year, but more so senior year. What's it like being the only one?
It's been good. Honestly, coming into this year, I was a bit apprehensive to be the only senior, but I think my teammates were really great for me. The juniors kind of adopted me into their class, which I loved, and my whole team was great, so it was a good experience for sure.
And the leadership qualities too, just talk about how you developed as a leader from your freshman year to your senior year here.
I think what sticks out to me is just making sure I'm more assertive. I know freshman year I kind of sat back on my laurels a little bit and kind of watched the other leaders approach the game and approach being captains. So I definitely learned a lot from them, and I think just asserting yourself and making sure you know that a lot of people respect you, so give them your knowledge and lead them. So.
What will you miss most about, it doesn't necessarily mean the program or whatever, but about Holy Cross? When you graduate, whether it's the hoops, whether it's the people, whatever it is, what will you miss most about this place?
I think just the comfortability of it. Coming here, being on a team, you have an immediate family the day you step on campus, so I'm definitely going to miss that. And probably people telling me to work out, because that's definitely going to be an issue for me. But yeah, just missing that immediate family in the team.
Maddie, thanks for joining us, and best of luck the rest of your college career here and into the future as well when you graduate.
Thank you so much.
That's Maddie Ganser. We're back with more right after this.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
a savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
It all starts with a touch. The smallest thing that sets her heart in motion. The rhythm of love, the only jewelry powered by her heartbeat.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross Women's Basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn.
Visit Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com.
Quinn's Irish Pub on West Boylston Street in Worcester. From appetizers, lunch, dinner, or our weekly specials, our pub selections are a must on your night out.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Coach, this summer you guys have a unique program. It's something that other colleges have been doing for years, but fortunately for you guys, Nathan Pine, your athletic director, has been out front with this and really helped to get this through. But you're going to have a summer program where the girls can come up and take a class and live on campus for 6 weeks. Tell us how big it is, what it means to the kids and to you and your team.
Yeah, well,
all of the teams up here are going to do
big advantage, yeah, for all the teams, because you can work in the summer for, under NCAA rules, but we could never do that without the summer program. So this is just a short program, 5 or 6 weeks it is, where they'll take a course and be able to stay up, and our freshmen and sophomores are interested in doing it. It's going to be a big help for our program and big help for the future that we will be up to date with other schools in our league. So we're looking forward to it, as are the girls.
Yeah, well, you take a class, so you knock off one class that you have to take the next year.
Right, exactly.
And then you're able to lift up here. You're able to work out up here with the strength coaches and then work on your game with the coaches too, which is huge. Which is a huge difference. And there's, of course, the camaraderie aspect of it too, that you're all living together,
the bonding,
going to meals together.
And they'll be back for camp, and then they'll go to Trish's Lake House sometime in late July, and then they'll be back here in September, ready to start anew. And as I said in the press conference, it will be a new season. This is a tough one, and it stings, but I think it'll make us hungrier for next year, and I'm looking forward to it.
You have 2 new recruits coming in next year. Tell us about the recruits.
Yeah, Janae Faulkner is good on paper as anyone we've had in a while. 1,800 points as a high school and a bunch of assists as a high school player from a first-team All-Penn State from Greencastle High School in Western PA. And then Shannon Murphy, big, strong forward that can really rebound. And Watertown High School led her team to the state finals last year, and they had another nice run. So 2 good freshmen coming in, and both should be able to help us.
Now, when you look at the schedule too, it's a good schedule, some good games. I know BC coming back in here, and then starting off opening weekend, you got a huge tourney down in Florida. Tell us about the schedule next year and some of the highlights.
Yeah, excited about that. Daytona Beach, we got invited to an invitational down there with Arkansas State and Stetson and Ball State to open up the season. As you mentioned, BC here, Dartmouth for our kids game back right before Christmas. We're hoping to get 3,000 grammar school students here, which will be great. And yeah, a lot of the usual suspects, and should be a great league. The league's getting better, and just already excited. I wish we could tip it up tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, and I think that BC game in here will be great too. It's always great, just the Holy Cross BC rivalry.
Right.
It has such great history and great tradition, and that's a big point you bring up with having the students here, because our producer, director Sean Grady, and I have talked about so many times you have these great games and great opponents, whether it's men's basketball or women's basketball, and they're during the school break and the kids aren't here, and you don't get that atmosphere.
It's all about timing, no question.
But to have it
and the
here
band is great.
The band makes a great atmosphere.
Yep, no question.
It'll be great. Now, I know we have a lot of sponsors to help us put this show on every year.
Another year.
Tell us about the sponsors who you'd like to thank, and folks, we want you to go out and help and support them too, because they're local people and local companies.
Anyone that has a billboard, it wouldn't happen without my good friend Barry Lundgren at Lundgren Honda. Unibank, Tim Wickstrom, and has been influential at that. Unibank has been great. Percy's, Alan Levine, go see him. My boy Uncle Sam at Meze, Greek Tapas, Standard Auto, carrying on the Stoltz, Sonny Stoltz tradition, and a new one this year, Wachusett Wine and Spirits. Mike down there has been great. So, and then anyone that has billboards, it wouldn't happen without them. We appreciate all of their support in the community we talked about. There's another great support system. So support them. Another great year with you, Kev, and Channel 3, and looking forward already to next year.
Good luck with the hip surgery.
Yeah,
Best
thanks.
of luck, and we will see you next year, folks. He'll be back with the bionic hip, and we will resume our pig tournament to close out the season. Thanks for watching all season long. For Coach Gibbons, I'm Kevin Shea. So long from the Heart Center.